Hi, I'm Michael Connolly. I am the Vice Chairperson of the National Involvement Network. I am here today to tell you about the National Involvement Network, or NIN as we like to call it, and the Charter for Involvement. The NIN, or National Involvement Network as it's known, started in 2007. We meet 5 to 6 times per year before COVID, and we speak for ourselves and choose what we want to speak about. There are 6 local charter local involvement groups, 2 in Aberdeenshire, 1 in Ayrshire, 1 in Dundee, 1 in Dumfries and Galloway, and 1 in Edinburgh and Lothian. These are all local involvement groups. The Charter for Involvement was a book wrote by NIN members all about the 12 statements in the Charter that is personal and affects them in their daily lives. It was published by the National Involvement Network. The Charter for Involvement shows how people who get support want to be involved in the support we get, or in the organizations that provide our services, or in our wider communities. This is a film about the Charter for Involvement and the 12 Statements.
Hello, Tiger. We were just talking about the Charter for Involvement.
You know all about that, don't you?
Yes, the Charter for Involvement is for people who get support and need help to do things. The Charter says people who need help and support should say what they like and what's really important to them.
There are 12 statements. Statement number 1 says, we must be at the heart of any plans about our lives.
How do we do that?
By making sure we are at the centre of all decisions that affect us.
And statement number 2 says, we have the right to live our lives independently.
That sounds good.
Living independently means we can decide where we go and what we do.
Statement number 3 is good as well. It says we must be involved in our communities.
Yeah, people should speak to us and let us choose what we want to do and make our own decisions.
What about statement number 4 then?
Statement number 4 says we must be able to talk about how our support is working for us and what would be better.
So that we can always say what we like and what we don't like. Then we can make changes if we want to.
And we want to be involved in choosing the people who support us.
That's statement number 5.
People, who do you mean?
That means helping to pick the support staff, managers, and other people who help us.
What about making decisions?
Statement number 8 was talking about that. It says we want to be involved in decisions made by the organisations that plan and run our support.
That's right, so that people who help listen to what we say.
There are 6 more statements in the Charter which shows the ways people who receive support need to be involved.
We think all of the statements help us to be listened to and respected.
This charter was written by the National Involvement Network, which is a group of people who receive support. If you would like to know more about the charter, ask the people who support you to tell you more about it.
We want people who get support to be more involved.
And to be heard.
How do I get involved?
Statement 1. We must be at the heart of any plans about our lives. This means for me being asked my opinion on any plans that's made about my life. We have the right to live our lives independently. For me, this means living the life I want and living the life I choose. We have the right to live our lives the way we choose. This means doing what we want to do, doing the things we enjoy without anyone else telling us what we should do. We must be involved in all decisions about our lives. This means we must be involved in all things that are about our lives, whether it's support plans from about us in our organizations or other things. We choose who our friends are and what relationships we want to have. We ask help to find suitable work or training if we need it. We choose where we want to live and who we want to live with. And also, we make decisions about how we want to keep healthy. And we ask for help to manage and control our money if we can't, but most of us are very capable of managing our money, like for me, for example. We must be involved in our communities. This means, for me, being involved in the National Involvement Network, as it's a community I've been very lucky to be involved with over the number of years. We must be able to speak about how our support is working for us and what would be better. This means for me speaking about what good things are about the support I get and what could be improved on. We want to be involved in choosing the people who support us. This means being asked who we want to support us. We want to give information and training to staff at all levels. This means providing staff with the right information and training to help the people they support. We want to be involved in writing policies that affect us and making them easier to understand. This means by having policies in simple formats such as easy read, pictures, or any other ways that are easy to understand. We want to be involved in decisions made by the organizations that plan and run our support. This means being asked our opinions on what's happening in order to make our support better. We want to be involved in events run by the organizations that plan and run our support. This means for me being asked my opinions on how to help in events that are being planned that were planned by the organizations that helped plan and run my support. We want to be involved with speaking up groups. This means being involved with speaking up to people and helping others to and encouraging others to speak up. We want to take part in national and local campaigns. This means being able to take part in big campaigns such as the referendum or upcoming campaigns like the one that's going to be in Glasgow, which is about climate change. We have the right to make formal complaints if we need to. This means, for me, making a complaint about either a staff that supports me or anything else, and knowing that I'm not going to be judged by making a complaint. 85 organizations have signed up to the Charter. This means that they have signed up to putting the Charter into practice by using the 12 statements within their organizations to help the people they support. NIN members have made films all about involvement and what they're involved in. NIN members have also been involved in choosing the staff, training staff, talking about good support, and leading workshops. When you get involved, you meet a lot of new people. Better and more fulfilling lives. This is a film about involvement from Brian that we're going to show you what he was involved in and also how it makes him feel.
My name's Brian Robertson. I am the Vice Chair for the National Involvement Network. I have been there 4 years.
What have you been involved with?
Out and done some work around people, what people want out of life. And we found out people with learning disability just want the same as everybody. They want to have a good life, friends, boyfriend and girlfriend, choose the kind of things they want to choose. From the research we done, we created a report and we gave that to the council and parents.
What impact has being involved had on you and others?
I mean, at one time I never went out. No, I'm never in. My mum used to say, you're never in, you're here, there, everywhere. I joined the British Red Cross, I've joined other organisations. We have seen big changes because it's shut a lot of this things and they're more out in the community now. I mean, I've been asked my opinion, and when you go, the doctors listen to you. At first they would say, oh, it's people with learning disabilities, but now we don't get that.
What would you say to staff about helping people to get involved?
Support staff should be looking at things, don't let them go to they go to a club, let them go where all they meet is people with learning disabilities. They should be able to get out and meet everybody, listen to what the person's saying.
How would you encourage others to get involved?
I think people should get involved because it's going to give them a life beyond when their mum's not there or their dad's not there. They're going to be able to go out and do what they want to do. And it's absolutely brilliant. It gives you a buzz at the end. It makes you really happy.
If you want further information on how to get involved in the local involvement networks or with the National Involvement Network itself, you're best to contact Robin on his mobile or his email. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation about the NIN and also the Charter for Involvement.